Una, dos, tres.
What a pleasant surprise, Iñárritu.
Hi Facundo, how are you?
Fine, and you?
Pretty fine, very happy to be here. I'm waiting for this day for a long time. When you called me that day and you explained me what you want to make, I was so happy and I wish to be right here.
Well, that's great. We've been always honored by a good presence. Thank you for being here.
Thanks.
So, I'm sorry to call you on this time. I know you've been out of a recent project that is Amores Perros, one of the greatest movies from the Mexican cinema. Tell me about it a little bit.
Well, the movie, I want to make the most realistic thing that I lived when I was young. That's why I made this movie, the Mexico City. That's the place where I was born. Uh, it has been an incredible experience. The response has been overwhelming. I want to tell a story that reflects a little bit the real experience that the persons in Mexico live. So everybody in the world, I don't know, in Europe or United States, when they see the movie, they can live the perspective of the persons that will live these things day a day.
Okay, that's pretty nice. Well, not everyone would like to live the Mexican experience. We know that for a fact. But that's pretty nice. I saw the movie actually on the cinema a few days ago. I think the part where you like make contact with the species of the animals, it's very important because nowadays we see a lot of mistreatment on the animals, and I think you made that very clear on your movie. Can you explain us a little bit of how you get to interact with the dogs and how you make to accomplish the scenes on your movie?
Just of course, one. First of all, I want to say that the interaction with the dogs was really healthy. There's no damage to the dogs. In the scene that the dogs looked like dead, we only put a little bit sleep to the dogs with
Oh,
specific veterinarians
okay.
experts. And of course, before the cinema film, I interact with the dogs so they can be familiar with me. So it wouldn't be a problem to interact with them.
Yeah, I think you captured the essence of the city in your movie. I think we can see the culture, the what people live day to day, and I think that the movement that the whole story has is very important. Like moving from one history to another, but they're all related is very important. uh, so, can you tell me a little bit of how do you come to this idea and what are your origins to want to make this?
Just of course, I'm always being like always want to observe a little bit more than the other ones. So when I was young, I always see the little details of the things. So in the first movie, when it talk about the brothers, mainly the brothers, I want to reflect how the family that you expect to be the most confident person nearly to you, it can be the person that can just kill you by the back in one day to another. And of course, in the next movies, like the second and the third one, I want to relate everything, like the persons that the model, the Spanish model, with her husband, that maybe the model reflects that the husband loved her, but the reality is that he only wants him because he's hot or he's sexy,
Okay,
you know?
she's abusive. It's what you're trying to tell me that even though it kind of reflects like the importance that she has to her husband, but it's more than an abuse, no?
Yes, of course. And always the third movie with the person that don't have money, that everyone expect that that's a random person in the first movie, and then in the third movie shows how everyone is important. So if you put attention in the movies, you can see that I put three different perspective. Like a person that have money but not a lot, a person that have a lot of money, and someone that have before a lot of money and then no
They
money.
lost everything.
Yes, so putting this many perspective, I think that will help the persons to feel in the characters, so that
Yeah.
they identify with.
Yeah, yeah. I think I feel identify with the characters because uh, with many have to live through difficult times, like in the first history, and you have to overcome it. So I have a question for you. If you could like put all your ideas on a movie that it's based on the present day, how would it be on your mind? Can you tell us about that? Can you tell us how would it be the main idea of a history based on this time?
Very nice question, Facundo. I think that right now that I see that we have a lot of technology, I think that maybe I will make a movie that talks about how in this present the persons want to push you up to make things that maybe you don't know if you are good, or maybe you want to try something more. And here in my present, in the past, um, the persons just want to tell you, do the things that you know, don't try anything new. You have to be successful having a work. If I'm a man, I have to be the persons that control or provide
The
to my
provider
family.
for the family.
Yes, and the husband and my wife is only have to be the persons that uh, helps me or with the child and all that kind of stuff. But right now, I can see that there's a lot of women in the set that works with you, that have the opportunity as the same as a man. So I see that as an opportunity of contrasting how it was the past and how is right now.
So basically, what you're trying to say is that you want to make a movie that contrasts the past and the present, and also the future of how the relations in the family would be like.
Yes.
Okay, that's incredible. I think that's a perfect idea. Uh, I hope to see that movie soon. So later on, we will make a trivia quiz to see if you're not only a genius on cinema, if you are a genius on normal questions about normal things in life that are like present in everyday lives. That's okay with you?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so I'm gonna start making you some questions. What was the band that sold the most records in 1995?
Easy. The Fabulous Cadillacs.
Very good. I think you are a very rich man in culture, and that's why you make so incredible movies because you interest in the culture and in what the ways of living it is. So that's very good that you know everything about many cultures. Um, but you are a little bit incorrect. The band that sold the most in 1995 was Oasis. You were close. It's a type as a band, but it's a different band.
Oh,
So here you're incorrect. Right. Now, what was the most watched TV show on 1996?
mm, that's difficult. Give me a second.
Yeah, yeah. You can think
Mm,
about it.
as far as I know, maybe it can be Forrest Gump.
Exactly. You're very good at this. I think you're more than a genius on cinema. You're a genius on all aspects of life.
Thanks.
Well, thanks for being here. I think this has been very grateful, and I hope to have you soon back and with your new movie that you're planning on doing.
You will see it soon. Thanks, Facundo.
Thank you, Ñarrito.
Goodbye. Thanks to everyone to watching me.